Welcome back to Sadhana. Pandit Nardev Vedalankar was born in Gujarat, India. After coming to South Africa in the 1940s, he discovered that the Hindi language was not being systematically promoted. With the assistance of the Arya Pratinidhi Sabha of South Africa and the Sanatan Dharma Sabha of South Africa, Panditji formed the Hindi Shiksha Sangh in 1948. Today, the Sangh is responsible for preserving the Hindi language in South Africa, a legacy left behind by the revered Panditji Nardev.
Those that came to countries like South Africa, Mauritius, Trinidad, Fiji were basically disempowered. They did not know about the culture. They were mainly concerned with earning a livelihood. And eking out a livelihood, and they were totally disempowered in matters of the culture. Now I'm talking here specifically of the indentured laborer. Now, somehow along the way, the Indian government, by the various emissaries that went to these colonies, were given a feedback that there were large numbers of conversions taking place. So there was a particularly driven project to empower the indentured laborers.
There must have been a divine reason why Panditji arrived in 1947, 7 days after I was born. And there is a saying in the Vedic prayer, Tamasoma Jyotigamaya, and I believe that he came to bring some light and remove the ignorance from my mind. And I first met Panditji when I started Gujarati school at Surat Hindu Association in Prince Edward Street.
He was more concerned about the community he was working with, and starting off with Gujarati community. And then at the same time, because he studied at the Gurukul Kangadi in Haridwar, and his aim was particularly when he saw that people were not literate.
जिसके प्रकाश में मैंने कुछ प्रकाश पाया। स्वामी दयानंद को मैं इसलिए नहीं प्रणाम करता हूँ कि आर्य समाज के संस्थापक थे। हिंदू जाति इस बात को स्मरण करे कि स्वामी दयानंद ने एक नई ज्योति हिंदू समाज को दी, सोचने की शक्ति दी, अंध परंपरा आंख मूंद कर चलने के बदले इस दुनिया को देखो, इस दुनिया को समझो, अपने शास्त्रों को पढ़ो, इस नई दुनिया में नई योजना। इसलिए स्वामी दयानंद
Pandit Ji, the difference is he is a visionary. So immediately Pandit Ji arrives here, he sets about creating the structures. Structures, and the word structure is very important. Structures with structured programs aimed at promoting and creating a succession, so that through this succession, the maintenance and the perpetuation of the culture will be catered for.
Language is a medium through which you appreciate a culture. Panditji has played a tremendous role in all aspects of Hindu culture.
Besides the books that are set at this graded level, Panditji goes a step forward and writes books like Shastra Navneetam. Shastra Navneetam is spiritual teachings of Hinduism. Shastra Navneetam then, because we have as Hindus, we do not have a particular text that every Hindu will subscribe to. Some may follow the Ramayana, others the Gita, and so on. So Panditji then gave, Navneetam means the cream, Shastra, the cream of all these texts were then included in the Shastra Navneetam, so that anybody could have access to the whole array of scripture and then hone in or focus on that particular scripture that had appeal.
Vedalankar. That in itself tells you it was a, like he was a graduate, so Ved means the scriptures, Ved. So he studied all the four Vedas, and Alankar means a jewel.
The values, the value system, the need today for family values, the need today for cultural values, the need today for human values cannot be overemphasized. And even if it's done so in English, the Hindi, the Sanskrit, and all of this that was been part of the vision of great leaders like Panditji, we have to remember that, honor them, and honor them by ensuring that we continue that legacy.